monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 8 of my Ungrim Ironfist Campaign, a dwarf who spends more time preparing his hair in the morning than most women. We're currently at war with the vampires, which I was going to do anyway, but they did it first, which frankly, I find a little bit rude. Bad form, Mannfred. Bad form. Look at you, you tiny moon-faced freak. Look at him. His perfectly spherical noggin. Makes me so angry. Just want to punt urchins into overhead power lines, but I'll do that later because first I need to stake me some vampires, which we're already in the process of doing. Go on, piss off, Mannfred. So we've got Ozpin Kane over here, our rune priest, and he is recruiting some units. I'm using global recruitment as well. So a couple of turns and we'll have a fairly good army there. And Ungrim is over now. Ungrim, do we? I'm wondering if we want to hit Heinrich. Maybe. I'm wondering if we want to do that. The other thing I'm going to do is, as people said, dwarves, they do not get jiggy with it enough. And so frankly their growth is appalling. So what we need is wheat fields. Because apparently that, I don't know, maybe they just feel a little bit naughty and go running through the wheat fields. I don't know what happens there. Gets them a little bit randy apparently and helps with the growth. So we're going to get, we're going to knock down the barracks. Make love, not war. That's basically what I'm doing. We're going to build some wheat fields so they can roll around in the hay. God, that's I mean, it must be difficult as a dwarf because I imagine you've all got beards. God, it must be very difficult. You know what? But guys, just go for it. Just stick it in, see what happens. That's what I'd probably do if everyone had a beard. Just, you know, give it a shot, see what happens. Worst case, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So good. So the dwarves, we're going to try and help the dwarves get jiggy with it. Maybe. And we've got, yes, I've got wheat fields everywhere else. That's all good. Karakadrin, we've got recruiting. We've got gold mines galore. We're researching some more tech to help with gold mines. That's all fine. Oakenhammer, we're probably going to lose you, so I'm just going to knock that down, to be honest, because that's probably a goner. And we will end the turn and see what happens. So we've got Aidan Turner heading up to Wiseman, so we will complete that quest. Excellent. Good job, Aidan. Abarash von Karstein. And Heinrich is running away. Okay. If he's heading to Karakadrin, he's in for a bad time. If I can kill Heinrich's army, then taking Castle Drakenhof.
Manlings, are you ready to slaughter the enemy?
Good question. Are they a defensive alliance? Now, you're not very friendly with Kislev, are you? Oh, Wolfram, I like you, I do. I love the mutton chops. It's a strong look, and I love it. And the hats, it works. It really, the mutton chops really just pull the whole look in together. But I'm going to say no. Sorry, buddy. I feel bad, but... I'm just worried if Kislev decide to kill you, I kind of want to have Kislev on my side rather than you. So they've been trying to damage my wall and failed. We completed this quest here. The scout watching Sylvania's border reports a chance encounter with a oh, that's that one we've already done. Right. It's the third time I tried to start reading that. Win the following battle with Ungrim Ironfist army. The Slayer crowned the ancient dragon cave. After a hard march, even for the doughty doors, they come upon the undead. The numbers are higher than Ungrim had anticipated. It would seem that the two forces that cross Sylvania's borders have combined into one great army of the dead. Facing the entrance to the great cave, a pale figure in a black cloak stands with arms upraised. A pale nimbus of lich light surround him. Eerie words of summoning drift upon the chill wind. Though the vampire lord seems absorbed with his right, the dead who serve him are not. They adopt a defensive stance around their lord, pale skeletal warriors awaiting the dwarves in a silence broken only by the mindless moans of numberless zombies and the feral crackling of ghouls and other nameless horrors. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, really, does it? I mean, reinforcements are expected, though.
One rag.
Aiden, where do we want... I guess we could head down and see if we can find... Clan Angrund? You're going to be our little diplomat, a sexy diplomat, wooing the ladies with your...
Ready.
Yeah, little face. Teeny little face and giant beard.
I grow restless.
Okay. So, recruitment's still going on there. Oh, shit, of course, because I've knocked it down, so I can't frick. When will I learn? Right. Get some slayers then, I guess. Go for it. Of course, knocked down the recruitment building. Can't then recruit units. Makes sense, doesn't it? Mm-hmm.
Very well. This may work.
Do I want to do that quest battle now? I mean, I could go and try... I mean, I could maybe go and hit Drakenhof right away.
Yes.
I mean, it's a ballsy move, and I would... I'll take a lot of damage for it.
My slayer oath.
Is it worth it? I mean... You know what? I mean, Heinrich's force isn't that big. This is a ballsy move, and it's I don't know. I mean, is this going to be okay? Public order's fine. All right. Okay, this is a ballsy move. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go and straight for the attack. Fingers crossed. As I said, it's a ballsy move. We're going to try and take Drakenhof before Heinrich knows what's going on. I mean, he's old. He probably doesn't know what's going on the vast majority of the time. So, yeah, basically, we're taking advantage of an old senile man. That's what basically... I mean, alright, a necromancer though. So, dwarf warriors heading for the walls. They're going to try and tie up the units on the walls while the slayers smash the door down. They're being helped by the thunderers. They're trying to try and pick off some units on the wall there. And the artillery trying to take down the gates. However, here comes the Vargeist 3 units to the buggers. They're going to come straight down, thankfully, on top of Ungrim, which is probably the worst place for them to actually attack. Meanwhile, our Thunderers are going to be picking them off, but more flying units moving in to try and intercept them. So Vargeist now charging down on top of the Thunderers. We've got the Rifles of Karakadrin moving around along with the other units of rifles now to pick them off. So they're being shot in the face at point blank range. A unit of Dwarf Warriors moving back to assist. The Fellbats are assaulting the Grudge Throwers. That's less than ideal. However, you can see the Vargeist was an ill-fated charge. They are being shot to pieces. Ungrim and the Slayers have dealt with the others. That was a bit of a waste of the Vargeists. Slayers trying to smash the gate in, but the AI keeps opening the door, which is annoying. The Thunderers now turned around and picking off the Fellbats. However, the Grudge Thrower is taking quite a bit of damage there. You should be able to deal with them, no problem. The gates are now down, which means the Slayers are inside the city. We're buffing them up with the rune of... what is it called? The rune of thing? The armor rune, that one. So Robbie Coltrane buffing them up, giving them a little bit of armor, which is actually going to help them against the Graveguard, who don't have much in the way of armor piercing themselves. So actually, working out quite well there. See the Graveguard going down pretty quickly. Up on the wall, the Dwarf Warriors doing their best, but they're coming up one at a time. Well, 5 at a time. into a huge midst. I mean, we've got dwarves jumping into Khan race over there, which is not an ideal, because obviously Khan race very, very armor-piercing. And Dwarf Warriors fighting the Graveguard. So what we need to do, we need to finish off these units as quickly as possible and get the Slayers up on the wall to help out. There's Ungrim there, lending an axe. Unfortunately, we do have some cavalry. He's making for the wall, but the cavalry spotted him. They're going to pin him up against the wall. Ooh. So it's a big old pile on. The Slayer's going to move in to intercept, and these Black Knights are going to get completely surrounded by anti-large units, which works out for them about as well as could be expected. There's Robbie Coltrane getting stuck in. Fight on the wall continues. We do have a unit of the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass over here who haven't decided to get stuck in. There you go, they finally realise what's going on and lend a hand. The Dwarf Warriors getting quite punished up on the wall, but at least they're keeping the towers busy. So you can see the towers. This one is still firing, but this one over here has fallen to us. So it's now under our control. Robbie has spotted Oswald von Karstein. I thought Oswald was a bit of a weird name for a lady, but of course there is Oswald in Doctor Who, the unit scientist, who's a great character. Shame one of them died. Anyway, so Black Knight's getting cut down. As soon as we dealt with that, we're going to come straight up onto the wall and start helping out. You can see there's a huge mob of Khan Wraiths and Graveguard over here that desperately need killing. Robbie's in a little bit of problem, a little bit of trouble with the vampire, so we're going to move in to assist with Ungrim. So Ungrim's going to come and yet again, unfortunately, we've got some cavalry, and the it's just not Ungrim's day, is it? It's really not Ungrim's day. It's not. That's the second time. So anyway, poor Robbie and Ungrim now. Ungrim gets knocked over quite a bit, which isn't great against large units. He's doing his best. See, they're cycle charging again. Poor old Robbie is taking a lot of damage. He's routing now. He's trying to get out of there, but he's kind of surrounded by Black Knights. I'm a little bit concerned about him. There's Oswald's in there as well, but Oswald is almost dead. She's got critical binding. We've got the Dragonback Slayers moving in to help out. Is Robbie going to be okay? That's the question. Thunderers and artillery continuing to fire. The Slayers are now in the mix, as you can see. Getting stuck in. Excellent work. Okay, the Dragonback Slayers have managed to cut their way through the Black Knights. Ungrim's dealt with Oswald. Robbie's managed to push his way past. He's 303 health points. He's going to be okay. He's going to head out of the city now. He will rally momentarily and get back into the fight. You can see Ungrim just cutting down Black Knights there. I mean, occasionally getting knocked down, but fortunately Black Knights crumble, and the rest of the army is doing very similarly. Lots of units now starting to crumble away as we get the upper hand. It was a bit of a long shot, but it looks like we have managed to win. There are still a few units in the city, but they will crumble from army losses. Those last few Khan Wraiths exploding into ectoplasm. And we have captured Drakenhof Castle. There was a bit of a long shot. We lost a few units doing it, but I think it was well worth it. The question is, what do we do with it? Okay, well, we lost 485, but actually, I don't think that was too bad, considering what we were up against. We did lose a few units. Well, we only lost three units of Dwarf Warriors, so I mean, I think that could have been considerably worse. Now, we could sack it, but actually, I think I'm going to occupy it. Now, I realise that this does mean that it's going to have quite nasty corruption issues, and dwarves are not great at dealing with corruption. However, I think the gold mine is going to be worth it. So, we're going to occupy. Thank you very much. Okay, now first things first, we definitely want to get a pub. And a Slayer Shrine so we can get the Monument of Grimnir. And as you can see, the most we can get is +8 Untainted, which isn't particularly great. So we're probably definitely going to want to take Eshen so that we can use that. However, it does mean that we've actually got a few more options because Drakenhof is quite a... the other reason to take it is it's level 3 city, which means it's got lots of cool things in it, which we can actually recruit, finally, some better units. So we could actually grab some Longbeards, and I'm thinking maybe doing that. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so let's grab... Let's do that. Do I want... No, I think I'll be okay. I probably do want a lot more Longbeards, but I'm a little bit worried about Heinrich over here, who is probably going to want to retake Drakenhof. I mean, if he comes for Karakadrin, I think we've got enough there to deal with him. So I'm not overly worried about that. They do have another army out. I think their army is laying siege to Gesundheit over there. So I think that's what's going on there. I'm also a little bit worried they might get Vlad to join in on this little war. Now that they're losing, they might go for that. Right. Ungrim, what do we want to do with you? We've got Grimnir's heirs. I quite like that. I would like more ammunition and missile damage for the artillery. Tactician again would be nice. Or do I want to sort of buff up your attacks, maybe? Plus 15 verse. I mean, that's not bad. Could go for inspirational leader, renowned and feared is good. Although he's going to have a lot of slayers, and that is going to mean that he won't have much upkeep. So I don't think that's okay. I think what I'm going to go for tactician, because I think missile damage always going to be very strong for the dwarves, even for Ungrim. So we're going to do that. Zufbar public order is not great, but we can repair Oakenhammer because we know that's going to be okay. Money is good. Drakenhof is bringing in 1.5k, which isn't too bad. And obviously we're going to get some more when we can grab the Goldsmiths Guild Hall. And we can we get okay, so we can get a Thane and a Runesmith. Really, no Thane. Dragon Slayer. Oh right, yes. Okay. I mean, you've already got a runes. I mean, you might want a Thane. We could maybe do that. I mean, having the agents available would just be useful anyway, so let's get Drong Ironhammer. Obviously, we'll rename him at some point. And I think, you know what, you might go and join Ozpin. Just to back him up. But we might get another Runesmith. Maybe... Let's get Drumar Hogmog, because he's intelligent, so he's going to reduce the... Well, it's an additional chance of wounding aggressors and an ambush defense chance. Well, look at the construction cost. I'm not too worried about money at the moment, so I think we're just going to let's get Drumar.
You summoned me.
I did. You're going to do some fantastic stuff for us. We've also got a lot of corruption here as well, although it is dropping. And obviously we've got Heinrich over here. We are going to have to deal with Vlad. I'm hoping that maybe the Empire will start striking back. Although it does look like having quite a lot of trouble with Beastmen. Because there's a lot of chaos corruption around here. I've seen... someone pointed out that Kislev probably expanded by resettling the cities that have been destroyed by the Beastmen. I think that's probably true. So the Empire's been having a lot of trouble with Beastmen for some reason. And I guess if we hit Vlad in the rear... I mean, we're going to deal with Mannfred. If we hit Vlad in the rear, that's going to probably pull him back. I'm not sure if I want Tempelhof, Oberstrei and Schwarzhafen. I might sort of like just sack and raise those. Just keep Eastern Sylvania to myself because of the gold mine. I think that's my... Yeah, I think that's probably sensible, isn't it? I think so. Okay, let's end the turn. We are recruiting at Karak Kadrin. Obviously, the Empire looks like it's resettling some of those territories. Excellent. There's Thorgrim. Looks like he's fighting probably fighting against the greenskins. Good. The greenskins are expanding, so we're going to have to deal with that. We might be able to get to confederate. Oh, apparently Dramar has already been wounded, so that's not great. Ah, and there's Mannfred. However, Mannfred has set up an ambush, and I just saw him, so...
Greetings, manlings. Are you ready to slaughter the enemy?
Hello, Marius. How's things? Not good? You want a military alliance? Nah. Sorry, buddy. Nah. Looks like you're soon to be dead, so I'm just gonna say no to that. Okay, so we have spotted Mannfred. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, go on, shoot. Shoo. Okay, so we completed that. Excellent. Dramar has been wounded. Yep, that's quite wounded. Looking pretty wounded. We spotted Mannfred. Good. And one dwarf hold at a time. There must be more dwarf expeditions deployed. Let them take the regions in the High King's name and wipe out many grudges regarding those who stand against the dwarf race. In this way, the Karak and Angkor will be returned to its rightful glory. Good. Oh, what grudge have we got? Right, we need to defeat Heinrich Kemmler, which, you know, we would do if Mannfred wasn't here. Hello, Mannfred. There you are. Now, we're still patching our army up. However, I think we're more than capable of dealing with old Mannfred over there. So we're just going to attack him. And he is actually going to stand... I thought he'd run away. He stood and fight. Well, he's standing and fighting. That's... I'm going to be honest, Mannfred. Probably a mistake. I'm not entirely sure what Mannfred was planning. Maybe they were trying a pincer attack. Get Heinrich in here as well. Well, that didn't work out, did it? Hey? So, he's got a very small army. He's got 4 units of Black Knights. They're heading out either flank. There's Mannfred in the centre with his stupid moon face. He's got a few units of Grave Guard and of Argolf. That's it. Oh, and a corpse cart somewhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is. On the left flank. So, Grudge Thrower already throwing rocks. And mostly missing. Not massively impressive, is it? Our army has taken a bit of damage from taking Castle Drakenhof, but I think we're going to be okay. Obviously, replenishment isn't very good because it's unpleasant climate. We've got Black Knights heading up the left flank. Slayers being led by Robbie there. Robbie's on very low health. On the right flank, we've got a couple of units of Slayers. And then being held in reserve, the Lost Hold Avengers. So on the right flank, you can see our Thunderers just picking off some of the Black Knights. They're going to get a charge in, but not do as much damage as I thought. So that's going to be okay. And Mannfred is taking a lot of fire. His stupid moon face is it's like a beacon. A little round white beacon for the Thunderers to fire at. So he now has not... He's dead. He died. So Mannfred's dead. That went well for him. On their flank, Robbie Coltrane buffing up our Slayers, who are then carving their way through the Black Knights, no problem. The Lost Hold Avengers charging in against the unit of Graveguard, and as we can see, their health just drops like a stone. Ungrim tried to deal with a Vargolf, but it just knocked him down, and now he's surrounded by Graveguard with great weapons. Not that that's going to be much of an issue for him. And of course, he's got the Thunderers to help out as well. The Warriors of Dragonfire Pass moving in to assist, along with the Longbeards, of course, the new recruits. But they look great. Dwarf units just look so good. To be honest, all the units in Warhammer look good. The Vargolf is getting shot full of Thunderer bullets. And it's just basically, the only thing rolling around by itself is the corpse cart. Everything else is crumbling. Corpse cart, of course, is an old man, basically a hobo, pulling a cart full of corpses being pulled by zombies, which is about as effective as you think it might be. Yep, so we're just going to give it a couple of hits, and it's going to crumble. Yeah, that was pitiful. I think that went quite well. I think Mannfred's dead, although it says he's a lot. I hate when they do that. Right, let's... What do we get? The other Trickster's Shard. Okay, good, good. And we will execute the captives. Looks like Mannfred has managed to get away. What does that do? Minus magic resistance in an area, which is actually... Because I believe a reduction in magic resistance means if it goes below 0, it makes them more affected by it, which means if you give it to someone who has a magical weapon, they effectively do 22% more damage. So, probably worth grabbing that. Ungrim has got Moonslaker. He who quenches his thirst on the blood of the living will find cold steel. His just reward. Defeated Mannfred von casting it, and we get attrition, minus 50% casualties suffered from vampire counts, territory, all armies, which is very nice. Which I think if we get this on 2 characters, effectively it makes us immune to vampire count attrition. I think. Not 100% sure about that. Citation needed. Robbie Coltrane has got a Runesmith Apprentice, which is very nice. And, I mean, we could chase Mannfred down. Oh, I think it's probably the best stop. Okay, die. Smush. That's it. Wave your axe around. Right, can we get back? Not quite. Oh, just out of range. That's annoying. That's annoying. I think we'll be okay. And Ungrim, I think we're going to go with Tactician. For you, keep buffing that up. Drakenhof's not great. Zufbar's not great either. Although it should be getting better. I think. It's mostly provincial instability. Could get the barley field there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's upgrade Oakenhammer as well. We could get more... I might leave that. In fact, let's just get a couple of Thunderers just to back it up. That's going to be my defensive force. Now we can upgrade Karakungor, and I think we're going to do that rather than Kazid. Now we could get walls, but to be honest, I'm not overly concerned. I think that's going to be fine. It's a little bit further away. I don't think the AI is going to go past Karakungor. So I think we'll be okay. We do want to get another wheat field there, barley field, whatever. And Robbie Coltrane, you've got a skill point. We're going to pop that in. Ooh. Rune of Power. I think you could use more melee defense, couldn't you? I think that would probably go quite... So let's do that. So let's give him more melee defense. He's got a bit more there. Does he? Is that how it works? Or maybe it only affects him in combat. Maybe? Don't know. Don't know. Not sure. I think it just means he gets it. The other thing I wanted to do was... Ungrim. The other trick... I kind of like you with the healing potion, though. You don't have magical attacks anyway, so... Maybe we can... I mean, yeah, alright, let's give you the other Trickster Shard. I don't think we've got anything... well, we could give you the Enchanted Shield. I think let's do that. I think that's a good shout, so let's do that. So let's give him that. And otherwise, I think we're doing quite well. We've managed to...
I answer to clan and hold.
Capture Castle Drakenhof. Can we assassinate you? No. But good attempt. And I mean, Heinrich is I think that's their only army now. I just hope Vlad doesn't attack, because I need to get some more replenishment here. Who can do replenishment? What agent of the dwarves does replenishment? It's not Robbie, is it? No, he does scouting and cleanse corruption. So, who... In fact, what... Oh, is it the engineer? I doubt it. Do we have... I mean, maybe I think the Dragon Slayer gives us replenishment, doesn't he? Replenish troops. Yeah. Okay. Okay, do we have anything that will help us with replenishment? I don't think so. Public order might be... Let's It's only lasts for 5 turns, though. I think I'll hold off doing any of that just for the moment. I need to get back to Castle Drakenhof. I think that'll be okay. And then we need to heal up and hit Heinrich, finish off the vampire counts ASAP, capture Eschen, and then get some more anti-corruption in here to sort of try and dampen down the vampires. That's the plan anyway. But I'm going to leave this episode there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.